What's up, my blind monkeys? How you doing today? It's Chris here, and today we're going to be half blind. What? Yeah, so we're going to be doing another challenge for you guys. Basically doing a 2.0 version of the challenge that we did a little while ago, which is the no-look challenge. I got the paper, I saved it and everything. We're ready to go, guys. Basically, if you don't know how it works, I'm going to cover up half the screen that is my opponent's side. And that means I'm going to have to play the game without knowing what the heck is going on over there. I'm going to have to do solid rushes and solid plays to make sure that I don't lose the game. So we're going to get rid of Justin over here. Get rid of his stupidness over there. Oh gosh. This tape isn't very sticky anymore. I might not work. I might have to get a new piece of tape. There we go. I think it might be good. Alright, so we're playing on the park today. And I think, guys, the Monkey Ace is going to be our go-to guy. And I'm going to do a... you know what? I'm going to do the Wizard Monkey Ace, dude. I'm just really liking that strategy. I'm pretty sure I started off with that last time, too. I'll do Ninja, and I'll do Cannons. Oh, I can't pick the last one. Pooh. Alright. Well, we've got the Tack Shooters. That's okay. So, just in case you guys are curious of what my screen looks like, I'll show you guys in just a minute here once I finally get started. But I want to do a Wizard start, though. Oh, show. Do him over yonder. That's a good spot for him. Get him up to intense magic, and then, of course, we're going hardcore Bloonage. Reds and blues and greens and yellows and pinks, maybe. Oh my god, pinks would be crazy. I don't ever do pinks. So you guys had a really good time with my my video last time. Only thing is, a lot of people were making fun of me, saying, Chris, you didn't even know what the heck was going on. You were thinking the wrong things the entire time. That is true. That is absolutely true. No arguments for me. I can be stupid, and I can be wrong. I was trying to listen to what was actually happening on the other side, and it's definitely difficult to do that. So, I mean, forgive me for that, but I still had a blast doing it, man. I'm still having fun doing it. So here we go. He's going full-on red balloons against me. So this is the first guy, believe it or not, that is actually not going banana farms against me in this entire series. So this is going to be kind of interesting. Now, if I had to guess what he's building over there, I'm going to go with dart monkeys. You know, it's kind of my go-to thing these days. Like, if I don't know what they're doing, I'm just going to say dart monkeys. Could be anything, though. Could be anything. Anything that pops balloons. It's just the popping balloon sound. I know in the last video, I thought that the Wizard's Explosion, the 0201 upgrade, was actually a mortar. And I was completely wrong about that. It was just so consistent. The fireball was so consistent with the explosion sound. It sounds exactly like a mortar. You just don't think about it, you know? You don't think about it until it's finally happening to you. But that's okay. No big deal whatsoever, man. We're just gonna chug-a-lug along here. So if you guys have any other challenges that you really want to see me do, of course, please throw them my way. I'm kind of excited to see them or hear them. The only real reason that I'm doing this again because I had a really good time the last time doing it. It was one of those, you know, like normally almost all of my challenges are limit yourself to this tower and this tower, limit yourself to this upgrade and this upgrade. They get kind of boring, even though they're all completely different. They just get kind of boring. So this was kind of one of those nuanced, fun ideas for myself over here, and I really enjoyed it. So I've done a couple of other weird challenges in the past. I know the one weird one that I did was the no micro challenge. So what I did was I was playing with my dog the entire time we were playing, and you guys get to see me be super duper ripped over here, super ripped playing with my dog. He's actually gonna rush me some yellow balloons over here. It's kind of spicy, but I think with the lightning we should be okay. Maybe. But I am going to go all the way up to a whopping 600 income, baby. We can go a little bit higher than usual because we're both, copying the balloons kind of slow. So, whoa! We forced a battle energy somehow, possibly with our yellow rush over there. That's pretty interesting. So, I guess what we're going to do is we're going to wait just a few more seconds and get the Monkey Ace. You know, let's just get the Monkey Ace now. But I don't need to upgrade him right away, but I do like to pop him on the circle path. It's just kind of my go-to path to keep him on. We have lost with a 2-3 Monkey Ace before, but it was on a weird positioned sort of late battle energy type of thing against like a $12,000 regen Rainbow Rush. So I really don't think that's going to happen today. I think even with a full-on Mega Riga Rainbow Rush, we should be okay. So what I'm going to do here, though, guys, I'm going to do something kind of risky. I'm just going to go for a quick Black Rush. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just going to go for it. Basically kept myself enough money to get the 2-3 monkey ace. If it oh, it's gonna come against me. It's gonna go for a big black rush, but we do get the 2-3 monkey ace up just in time over here. We're gonna defend just about all of them, if not all of them. All right, so now we're getting a little feisty. I don't know. Should we try Camelot? Let's see what's gonna happen. What does he have? He's got dart monkeys. He's gonna get the Juggernaut up. I hear the clangs, but he popped it pretty quick. Okay, so oh no, there's still some clangs happening. Maybe he is struggling against that Camelot. Not really sure. Alright, so let's swap it up a little bit. We're going to go for some quick zebras over here. A big bad zebra rush. We're going for like a $2,700 zebra rush, though. He is going to battle energy that, but for some reason, he also sent out some blacks back against me for something that I just don't fully understand at all. I think what we need to do, though, is got to go for another zebra rush in here and just continue sending out massive quantities of zebras, keep him from doing pretty much anything else besides building defense. Here we go, man. A bunch more of these guys. He's going to counter rush me with some zebras as well. What is he going to do on his side, though? He's actually going to balloon energy something. He's going to go for some rainbows against me. I'm going to build a ninja really quick. And we killed him! Oh! Why did we kill him with the zebras? Really? Did the zebras really kill him? That is ridiculous. How good was this guy? I didn't even look at his record. 174. Oh, he wasn't very good. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Dying to zebras kind of makes sense. All right. So let's do another game over here, guys. We've got the Ceramic Crucible again. I don't feel like I should Mega Boost anything. That would be way too freaking difficult. I'm just going to play regular games for now. But if you guys really want to see me play some, like, fancier modes doing this challenge, that's possible. So anyways, we need to move this guy over. Oh, man, the tape is definitely not going to be holding up for very much longer. Hopefully it lasts at least 1 or 2 more games. Come on, little tape. You can do it. Come on, little tape. Little tape. Little tape. The little tape that could. It's holding itself up reasonably well. Okay. So anyways, oh, I did ever pick my towers. All right, looks like we're going... Oh, he skipped it. Thank God. Thank God. Thank goodness that he skipped it. So we're going to go for, you know what, let's randomize it. We're going to have some fun with this one. We get some pretty crazy towers in here. Come on, give me something better. Okay, we get the Dart Monkey, so at least we can make something happen with Dart Monkey. In fact, though, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a Helipallet start into a Dart Monkey strat. So, yeah, let's do it. I think the Helipallet's probably, it's honestly, like, if it depends. The Helipallet's right around the same price as the Dart Monkeys per popping power for just 0 3s. Obviously, upgrading them up to 2-3, though, is going to make them even more powerful, and they're a lot easier to spam and fit in weird spots. So, yeah, I mean, Helipallet, he's not bad, but he's definitely got his weaknesses. Honestly, I usually use him more for the fun aspect. You know, he's just fun. So we're going to go for it. We're going to get the 0-1 upgrade, and I'm going to put him on lock in place. And then full-on balloonage. Sometimes I lose my mouse. It goes behind the paper, and I'm like, where did it go? What's going on over here, guys? So if I had to guess, I'm going to say this guy's also going to go Dart Monkeys. A lot of people just love those freaking Dart Monkeys so darn much. I don't get it. I don't understand why, but they do. Alright, so, if you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm actually trying to look at my screen to make sure everything is running smoothly and working out okay. Seems like everything's running fairly smoothly. I'm actually, a lot of people ask this, by the way, so let's just mention it in the video really quick. If you're wondering how to stream, I used to use XSplit, and XSplit worked out for a little bit, but then they got, it's not like they were money hungry or something like that, but they really just kept pushing, buy the super upgrade, buy the mega upgrade, blah, 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 and I was like, I don't even stream that often, there's no real reason for me to buy this mega upgrade. If I streamed every single day, like, yeah, I would buy it, it makes sense, it'd be worth it. And everything ran smoothly on it and everything. But then I decided, you know what? People keep saying, Chris, don't use XSplit. Use something even better. There's this thing called OBS Studio, and I was like, what? All right. So it's Open Broadcast Software Studio. Kind of a weird name, right? But it's just called OBS Studio, and I make sure you get the 64-bit version if you got a 64-bit computer. If you don't know how to do that, figure it out. Whatever. I don't care. Be better with computers. Google things. That's what I always did. If I didn't know something, here's the thing. I never took, like, any real classes on computers or anything like that. I took one typing class when I was a freshman in high school. And I knew nothing. Zero. Zilcho about computers. Like, I owned a computer. I didn't even have the internet until I was, like, 17 years old. I I know. That sounds ridiculous. It's the truth. It is ridiculous. Not having the internet until, you know, even people around my age, everybody had the internet by then they were like 8 or 10 years old. So to not have the internet all the way up until 17 was pretty ridiculous. And then even when I got the internet, my dad was like still having restrictions on the internet, like I was only like, it was just so stupid. So if I ever had to know anything though, after I turned 17, I still knew nothing about computers, and that's when I started doing like YouTube stuff. It's right when I got the internet, so I had to learn computers. So I was trying to learn how to record, learn how to download stuff, learn how to do all these things, and basically if I didn't know something, I Googled it. Alright? And that's the best way to figure out anything, is just to Google things like crazy. And sometimes Google doesn't just bring up the answer right away. It just like pops into existence like magical. I knew exactly what you were asking. But sometimes you have to search the forums a little bit, or search through other people having the same problem, or you look at YouTube videos, or you have to mix around and do a bunch of random stuff to make sure that you can figure out what the heck's going on. But that's what I did. That's how I started my YouTube channel. That's how I figured everything out, is by Googling things, searching things, trying things out. It's another thing that I did. I tried things out. If I didn't like it, I moved to something else. That's just kind of how I rolled. So anyways, this is where it gets kind of risky, guys. What are we going to do? I think I'm going to go for a double Juggernaut strat. Let's see, is he going to rush me, though? That's the real question. I got a ton of money, man. I could go for a laser cannon, too, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to do the laser cannon. Still sending out camos against me. He's like wasting his money so hardcore. Like I kind of like wanted him to send out more against me. I'm like, waste the money, just waste it. So I know I have a pretty decent amount of money if I sell my heli pilot. I'm gonna go for a pretty beefy zebra rush right here. He's gonna follow up with some more blacks against me, but we can still defend those guys. He's finally stopping because he's probably dealing with the zebras on his side. But I didn't even hear a battle energy against those zebras, so I kind of wonder, what the heck does he have over there? Alrighty, so I want to sell the heli pilot, but I don't want to sell the heli pilot, so I'm confused. Thoughts all over the place. So I decided to go for it. I went for the laser cannon, and now every single ounce of money that I have is going to go into balloon income for a long time, baby. Still have no freaking idea what he has. I hear an explosion. Could be the mortar. Actually, the mortar sound does... This mortar explosion does sound a little bit different than the wizard explosion. Not that much, though. Difficult to tell. Maybe it is the explosion. I'm just not sure. It sounds almost like it's a lower explosion, like a quieter, lower, deeper explosion, like instead of a boom, like the wizard. I don't even have the wizard right now, so I can't test it out, though. So it's already round 18 right now. I don't know if I want to go for a Moab. It's kind of a risky move. Obviously, I think I can defend a Moab pretty easily. So I know he's going with a lot of balloons against me right now, so we are going to do one Moab against him. It only hurts us, what, 30 income? So it's like, doesn't matter at all as far as that's concerned. It's more about the 1,500 bucks that takes us to send this thing out. So realistically, all we're trying to do is just make sure that $1,500 is going to somehow play into him having to spend more than $1,500 on defense or other stuff that might be kind of bad for him. I hear him popping the Moab right now. He's going to battle energy it. What is going on? Is he going to take it down? We win with the Moab rush. He battle energy too late, I think. I don't know. Just based on hearing that, all I heard was the battle energy was pretty darn late, and the Moab was definitely, like, I don't know, halfway through the map or something like that. Maybe he should have done it a little bit earlier. So let's do another game over here, guys. This is probably the last one. Let's see if my paper can last one more. Hopefully it's on the same side. They just swap me over every single freaking time, man. Every time they're being jerks to me. But I do have extra tape anyways, but I don't know. I'm a scotch tape kind of guy. I like my scotch tape. Duct tape as well. Duct tape, not duck tape. There is a duct tape that is like duct tape, but it's not quite as good as duct tape. So anyways, believe it or not, we don't have to move the paper, so I'm happy. Hopefully this thing holds up for one more game over here. This guy is 693 and 423, 34,000 medallions, so he's a decent player and everything. We're going to randomize again. We get some crazy stuff, but I'm down. Oh, he skips it. He skips it. Let me get offside. So I'm gonna skip offside. I'm just not feeling it right now. Normally I do offsides like why? You evil, evil game, giving me ice flow over here. I'm so upset. So upset right now. All right, let's do the subs. Let's do the boomerangs, and then cannons. No. Yes. Yes. And then for our random, we get the mortar. Oh, I guess I'll take the mortar. I'm down for the mortar. What do you guys think? Mortar's a pretty good tower. The only problem is I got both cannons and mortars in this level, which are both towers that take up a lot of space. Boomerangs, too, take up a pretty beefy amount of space. They are a beefy, beefy tower. So let me tell you guys a story really quick. Just kind of popped into my brain. You know how I say beefy all the time? I do. I say beefy a lot. So when I used to work at my garden center, a while back, I might actually work there this summer, by the way, or this spring, by the way, to make some extra money. Well, you're gonna see. Oh crap! Ever starts. All right. When I used to work there a long time ago, I was pretty good friends with all the cashiers and the people that like made the stickers and everything. So I was kind of the guy that I took care of a lot of the plants, and one thing that I very specifically tried to take care of a lot of was the tomatoes / herbs. So I was big on taking care of those things. They're worth a lot of money. So I wanted to sell them as much as possible. I wanted to make sure they looked good so people got good tomato plants and stuff when they got home. So I took some, they were called beefsteak tomatoes. Alright, that's the actual like official name of the tomato. It's called beefsteak. There's like 20 different types of tomato, easily 20 different types of popular tomatoes that people actually get. They're weird. There are a lot of weird names. There's like sweet 100s. There's yellow goldens. There's German tomatoes and regular tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, and a lot of other ones as well. I can't think of their names right now. But anyways, what I did was, so he's gonna actually, wow, battle energying some pinks. Doing something to me, so I guess it's working. But anyways, I took some of these guys. Basically, they deliver them in like 6-packs, and they're like tiny little 6-packs, like maybe like this big, and then like there's like 6 plants sticking out and whatnot. So he's actually gonna battle into those greens. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait a few seconds and then do another big green rush after the battle energy's gone. Maybe get our mortar after that and deal with the yellows. Let's do it like this. We're gonna get the mortar. Come on. There he is. Pop him in there. I'm ready to go for a big bad yellow rush on round 8. See what happens. Maybe it'll do some damage. Maybe it'll cause a battle energy. Maybe it'll kill him. Who knows? So I planted these guys up in these big 1-gallon pots, and or in these 1-gallon pots, and then like they started to do pretty darn good, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's put them in even bigger pots, and then put them in a 2-gallon pot. And a lot of how big the plant gets is based on what kind of pot you put it in. Put it in a small pot, it's not going to get very big. It just reaches its limit, right? Because the root system's not strong enough or big enough to like make a bigger plant. So you put it in a 2-gallon, and then you put it in, and then eventually I put it in a 3-gallon pot, which is like a pretty nice sized pot, pretty beefy sized pot and everything like that. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm actually going to do something kind of weird. I'm actually going to do a boomerang. Instead of a nuclear sub, I'm going to do a boomerang with a mortar combo. We're going to get a 2-3 mortar. I'm not going to rush. I'm actually going to defend a little bit, because I think he's going to go for his nuclear sub, and I really just don't want to deal with those balloons. I'm going to wait until round 18, rush them right away on round 18, maybe get a couple subs on my side, and see if that'll take him down. That's kind of what I'm going for here, guys. But I am going to get a lot of income as well, but I want to get my 3-0 boomerang first. So, I planted these guys up. I took care of them like the entire season. By the time they were at the end of the season, we started selling them, and we were selling them for like $30 a pop. So just because, it normally those 6-packs that I was telling you guys about, those things cost maybe $3, like $2.50, $3 for 6 tomato plants. But then it takes a long time to grow them and everything. So by the end of the season, people are like, I just want tomatoes. So he's gonna rush me with a full-out regen rainbow rush right now. I'm gonna have to battle energy this though. That actually kind of sucks. Alright. So we're going to do something over here. We're going to get a 3-0 cannon. I think if he is going to rush me again. I don't really have the ability to do anything now. I just have to kind of just hope that it's enough. It might not be enough, though, guys. It might not be enough. Is it gonna be enough? Oh, baby, we defend! And he sold everything for that rush as well! So, oh, man, I just gotta finish my story really quick. Hopefully you guys will want to listen. If not, bam, shazam, this paper is gone, baby! Get to see the entire screen, finally. So, by the end of the season, we had these gigantic, really awesome looking tomato plants. Like, I took care of them, I made sure I fertilized them and everything, and I started selling them. They're like 30 bucks a pop. People brought them home, they just put them on their porch, and they started making mad tomatoes, right? So, what I did, though, is when I was tagging them, when I was putting the actual price on them, I decided, instead of just calling them beefsteak tomatoes, they were beefsteak, or they were beefy crisp tomatoes, just because I could. I was like, why not, dude? I'm just going to change the sticker, make them beefy crisp tomatoes. So I made them beefy crisp tomatoes, and thought nothing of it. Everything's good, everything's dandy and everything. I kind of forgot about it for a really, really long time. In fact, actually, you know what I did? I took one of those stickers and I put it on my car window in the back, like the small little baby window that nobody looks through ever. I put one of those stickers on there. It lasted for like 4 years before it actually decided to get rinsed off too much and actually explode and die. But then totally forgot about that. The beefy crisp, I'm pretty sure it was beefy crisp. Maybe it was crisp beefsteak, something like that. Guy comes back the next year and he's like, do you guys have any beefy crisp tomatoes? They were the best tomatoes that I ever had. I'm like, beefy crisp tomatoes? Oh, really? Boy, do I know about those beefy crisp tomatoes. And I showed him the beefsteak tomatoes and he's like, these aren't the beefy crisps though. And I'm like, yeah, they are. So I can't believe some guy actually came back and he's like, do you have any of these tomatoes that I basically made up? It was all because I took care of the beefsteak tomatoes. They turned out really good for him and he wanted to get them again. But I was really happy about that. It made me kind of, you know, like, if you get a return customer coming back for these certain type of tomatoes that you grew the entire year, it just makes you kind of happy. Anyways, that's the beefsteak crisp tomato story. If you guys liked it, make sure you press the like button. If you hated it, press that freaking dislike button. Slam that dislike button. Press it 1,000,000 times. Actually, you know what? Make sure you press it an even amount of times, though, because that makes sure you really get back at me. But if you guys enjoyed this fun little mission we had over here, make sure you press that like button. If you want to subscribe, that would be a pretty good idea. And have a super duper delicious day.